The Dershow.
What Israel has to do, and it's just not going to do it because the United States won't let it, Israel has to go and cut off the head of the octopus. The octopus puts out its tentacles. One of its tentacles, one of its arms is Hezbollah. Another one is Hamas. Another one is the Houthis. And there are others as well, Islamic Jihad. It has to go against Iran. And they should have gone against Iran when Iran fired 300 rockets. But the United States persuaded it to have a minimal response because the United States and other countries, including some Arab countries, helped knock down the 300 rockets and drones that were aimed at Israeli civilians. Civilians, talk about war crimes. They were hoping to kill people in Tel Aviv. We're not talking about soldiers. We're talking about families. But there's no UN investigation. There's no ICC investigation. There's no ICJ investigation. Speaking of which, there is now a full-fledged famine going on in the Sudan, particularly in Darfur. Remember the name Darfur? There was a genocide there some years ago. There's a new genocide taking place. According to even the New York Times, which rarely reports on things like this, there's real starvation going on in Sudan. People are dying of starvation, unlike what's going on in Gaza, where people are missing dessert and maybe having 2 meals a day instead of 3 meals a day. Nobody's dying of starvation. There's no starvation in Gaza. There's no real hunger in Gaza. People are getting 3,000 calories a day. But in Darfur and the Sudan, there's real hunger, real starvation. And the military, according to the New York Times, is actually blocking food from coming in, and people are dying. Will there be a single demonstration on any campus in the United States? Don't count on it. There won't be a single demonstration. Will any of the squad protest in Congress? Black Lives Matter. No, not to the squad if the black lives are being taken by black people. Black lives only matter when they're taken by white people, by policemen, or by Jews, by Israel. You can't have that. Black lives do matter, and they matter as much when they're being taken by other blacks in the Sudan. And so we're just seeing this utter hypocrisy going on. We will not see a single protest. Elizabeth Warren won't say a word. I doubt that Kamala Harris will say very much. She said, I can't remain silent in the face of what's going on in Gaza. What's going on in Gaza is that Hamas is using human shields and killing babies and children by using them as human shields. I can't remain silent. What's going on in the Sudan? How can she remain silent about that? How can other Democrats and others remain silent about what's going on in the Sudan? It's absolutely disgusting, and it's a double standard. You want to have the world come to your side, fine. All you need to do is claim that Jews are at fault or that Israel's at fault. The world will come to your side. But no matter what happens, if it's just other people of a minority going after another minority, that's page 86. If it's in the Times at all, on the bottom. It was in the Times, but we haven't heard any responses at all. Incredible hypocrisy, incredible double standard.